It's midweek and you're welcome to Let's Talk Showbiz here on the JoyNews channel. I hope your week has been good already. I mean, we're in the midweek, so Monday and Tuesday should have been good for you, isn't it? Well, my name is Doreen Avio, and of course, there's so much to talk about today. Today, maybe we'll bump on with the big boys. You know how we do it. Well, I have Neptunes in here today talking about how he produced that song in less than an hour. And well, we're just going to discuss in general how if language is indeed a barrier when it comes to the production of music. Plus, I have best assignments in the news, and I'm sure yesterday, if you missed out on the Brits Awards, Adeles was seen with a ring on her finger. I'll give you details on that right here on Let's Talk Showbiz, so don't go away. If you're just joining me, this is Let's Talk Showbiz, and I'm Doreen Avio. And today on Daybreak Hits, there was an interesting topic that was being discussed on the show. And well, they were asking if indeed language is a barrier when it comes to the production of music. Well, I'm sure you've heard about this song, Bam Bam with the Big Boys, you know, quite an interesting song, which is really a favorite for a lot of people. So we had the producer whose name Neptunes on Daybreak Hits, and he told us about how he produced the song in less than an hour. And we also had Sway Kid. He is with Boom Play Music. He also came in there to talk more about it, and it was quite an interesting conversation. Perhaps you missed out on it, but it's also an opportunity for you to learn more about music. So let's take a listen to them.
Ameno and my piano wasn't even part of the plan. So on the day I was going to drop the EP, I was like, no, I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch this video on TV that has Doreen or whatever.
Okay.
So I went to YouTube, and then I went to type Doreen, and then I found it. So I took the vocals, just the vocals, extracted it, and then within an hour, I was pretty much done. So Ameno, even though Ameno is a hit song on the EP, I didn't spend much time on Ameno. Actually, yeah, so I dropped it in April 22nd, and then around June, this guy from Nigeria he heard it in the club. It was actually doing well. The original one was actually doing well in Nigeria, in Ghana as well. And then he heard it in the club, and he reached out and was like, "Oh, I have this verse on your record. Can you have a listen?" I listened. It sounded good. I was like, okay, let's leave it on the platforms and see how well it does. And here we are.
So he reached out to you?
Yeah, he reached out to me on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah.
And here we are. What do you think is wrong with our sound?
I think our sound most times is not well put together in terms of well mixed and mastered, the quality of it. I will make an example. You know, if you even go back to high life music of the 80s, the 90s, the Adeles, and so on and so forth. You can play the music today, and you can appreciate the quality that went into the mixing and mastering of the song, and that actually helped the song to become what it became. Nowadays, as you said, we receive tons and tons of music, and sometimes you listen to it and you compare it to other sounds, even by Ghanaian artists, the top acts like the Sarkodie, the Speaking Promises, and so on and so forth. And you measure it by those standards, you realize that most of these songs are not mixed well, are not mastered well. So it affects you, the artist, as far as getting exposure, getting playlisted, getting promoted on our platform, for instance. So it boils down to investment. Artists who know how important sound is go top and above to invest in it by contracting producers, by contracting sound engineers who are tried and tested to work with them and give them a quality sound.
One of the things also I do want to add is that, you know, in this day and age, the day and age we are in, talent isn't enough. Let me put that straight, where, you know, it's very important that in addition to the talent, labels want to work with people who also have structure, who also have built a brand where they can see that, okay, even though without the support of a label, you've managed to build and develop a followership, engagement with people. Those are the things also that we look at when we're looking at submissions, to see how well have you done without the help of a label. Because ultimately, sometimes I even say people, you must look at the label like it's a bank, and a bank can just give you money to amplify what you're doing already. But the bank wants to see that you're doing something. So it's very important for me to also add that.
Right, so that was everything to do with music. So just so you know, I kind of agree that language is not really a barrier when it comes to music production, because I listen to music. It's not cheese, not gram, but I enjoy it, and I'm sure other people in other countries also do same. So, like, you know, bumming with the big boys, we are all enjoying it, yeah? But there's English in there, but I'm sure we are all enjoying the music. Now, away from that, Mr. Simons is in the news, and, well, quite recently I heard that Musica is set to hold the elections on the 23rd of February. So it's like there's been a back and forth for whatever reasons. I'm sure it's best known to them. But Daddy Bosco, who happens to be the director of projects at Musica, has announced that Musica elections will be held on the 23rd of February. So, well, let's listen to Daddy Bosco on this.
We're looking at having the elections on February 23rd, all things being equal. Currently, as we're talking, the election committee is finalizing the voters register. And hopefully by the end of this coming week, it will be submitted to the Electoral Commission of Ghana. And then we know that all roads lead to election on February 23rd. Then after the election, we're looking forward to a conference in October. That's the biennial conference, which will then look at the constitution, among other things, and the way forward for the union. For me, I think any bottlenecks at this stage will be the egos of the of people, because if interest of the members, if it's the interest of the stakeholders, then nothing should stand in the way of this election. Whatever challenges come up, I personally believe in the integrity of Peter Mafo, who is the chairman of the National Election Committee of the Union, and I'm hoping that everybody will trust his integrity so that he can lead us to the Canaan of elections.
There was a little break in communication. If I got you right, you're saying the only impediment you see would be the egos of the contestants?
Oh, yeah. For instance, you see, nothing is perfect in real life. So once we appreciate that you'll never have a perfect situation and we'll be able to give and take, we should be able to come to a positive conclusion. The only obstacle is where people's egos, and I'm not talking about aspirants. I mean, there could be somebody who is backing an aspirant who might be egoistical, but the point is, if people have the supreme interest of the union and the members and the music industry at heart, 23rd, we should be able to go and cast our ballots.
So that was the voice of Daddy Bosco. But still on music, I'm sure you've also heard issues here and there, issues to do with monies, forgeries here and there. Quite recently, Mr. Logic made some comments that he believes that Mr. Simons was involved in some kind of forgery issues with Musica, but he didn't want to talk about it initially. But my colleague Ivy caught up with him, and he says that anything to do with Musica is currently with the police, and they are investigating everything about it. So, as and when anything comes up, we'll definitely hear about it.
Mr. Logic made some comments about you and some court case, you signing some signatures. Now that I've gotten you, I want to know exactly what was the convo. Is there any iota of truth in what he is saying?
There's no truth in it. I will never, ever forge anybody's signature. I will never do such a thing. I mean, it's all because of musical politics, things that they're doing. But me, I'm not a Mansutrini, you know. I'm not a litigant. I don't even know where to start when it comes to that. We have a way of doing our things there. I can tell you there's no truth in it. and the case is with the police, so I cannot talk about it. They say we shouldn't talk about it. They are dealing with it. So I would like to keep it as such.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so that was Bessa Simons, and as I said, as and when anything comes up, we'll definitely let you know about it. But now, let's move straight to the Brit Awards, which happened last night, and Adele is in the news after winning some awards. She was spotted with a ring on her finger. It's got many talking and many asking a lot of questions. So here are excerpts of everything that happened, especially with her ring. Let's hear what they have to say about Adele's beautiful ring.
Adele just rolled up to the 2022 Brit Awards with a huge rock on her finger, and the internet is losing its collective mind. Weeks after Adele announced she was postponing her Las Vegas residency, the singer showed up to the Brits looking every bit the icon that she is. But eagle-eyed fans zeroed in on the pear-shaped ring sitting very pretty on her left hand. Speculation immediately ran wild, with fans questioning if Adele is engaged to her sports agent boyfriend, Rich Paul. The two have been dating for a while now, so is this bling bride-to-be status? Well, what we do know for sure is the dazzling accessory, along with Adele's equally gorgeous earrings, are by celeb jewelry designer Lorraine Schwartz. At the Brits, Adele took home the Best British Song Award for Easy on Me. She then hit the stage to sing her track I Drink Wine during the show. The performance was her first since announcing her Las Vegas residency would be shelved for a while. In an Instagram video posted January 20th, one day before her Sin City shows were supposed to start, Adele apologized to fans and ticket holders.
We've tried absolutely everything that we can to put it together in time and for it to be good enough for you, but we've been absolutely destroyed by delivery delays and COVID. We've been awake for over 30 hours now trying to figure it out, and we've run out of time. I'm so upset and I'm really embarrassed, and I'm so sorry to everyone that's travelled again.
Following the announcement, some questioned if she would cancel her Brit Awards appearance as well, but Adele assured fans she would be there and came through in a very headline-making way.
That'll be it for Let's Talk Showbiz right here on the show. I'm Doreen Avio. We are back here same time on the JoyNews channel. Remember to log on to myjoyonline.com, the entertainment page, for more of our stories, and also go on the Joy Entertainment page just to get all the activities that are being done on our various platforms. On Twitter and Facebook is Doreen Avio, and on Instagram is Doreen_Avio. Have a great evening.